day was gray, rain tapping against the windows like skeletal fingers seeking entry. Emily's heart raced as she stood before the dilapidated mall, a place long forgotten by time and society. She had heard whispers, tales of strange occurrences and eerie shadows that roamed the halls after dark. Curiosity mingled with apprehension, pulling her towards the entrance like a moth to a flame. The entrance yawned open, its automatic doors eerily creaking in rhythm with the howling wind. Emily took a hesitant step forward, her sneakers squeaking against the cold, decaying tiles. Once bustling with shoppers and laughter, the mall now stood as a shadow of its former self, cobwebs and dust choking the air. As she ventured deeper, the flickering lights above cast unsettling shadows that danced along the walls. Storefronts lined the corridors, their windows fogged with a layer of neglect. A toy store came into view, its faded sign swinging gently, emitting an eerie creak. Emily's breath hitched when a doll in the window seemed to turn its head, its lifeless eyes locking onto hers, shaking off her unease. She pressed forward, her footsteps echoing through the desolate halls. A faint whisper brushed against her ears, sending a shiver down her spine. She paused, straining to catch the words, but they dissolved like mist. Unnerved, she quickened her pace, the echoes of her steps now accompanied by soft, ghostly laughter. A sudden gust of wind extinguished the remaining lights, plunging the mall into darkness. Emily's heart raced as panic welled up within her. Fumbling for her phone, she turned on its flashlight and pointed it ahead, only to reveal a corridor stretching into obscurity. The walls seemed to close in, the air growing heavy with the weight of the past. She stumbled upon an abandoned food court, its tables and chairs arranged as if frozen in a moment of time. The scent of stale popcorn hung in the air, intermingling with an undertone of decay. A figure moved at the edge of her vision, causing her to spin around, the beam of her flashlight revealing nothing but empty space. The whispers grew louder, a chorus of fragmented sentences that refused to be comprehended. Frantic now, Emily began to retrace her steps, her pulse throbbing in her ears. Every corner seemed to conceal a hidden terror, every sound a malicious entity. Her flashlight flickered, casting dancing shadows that twisted and contorted in unnatural ways. She stumbled upon an escalator, its steps frozen in place. With a reluctant breath, she stepped onto it, the machinery whirring to life with a ghostly creak. The escalator carried her to the upper levels, and her heart sank as she gazed upon a dilapidated playground. Broken swings swayed gently, their rhythmic creaking in tune with the whispering winds that swept through the mall. From the darkness emerged figures. Children, their laughter like distorted echoes from a distant memory. Emily's breath caught as their translucent forms danced around her, their eyes pleading, as if seeking a playmate for eternity. Desperation drove her forward, down another corridor until she stumbled upon a cinema. The projector flickered to life, casting images upon the screen, an endless loop of scenes from the mall's heyday. Shoppers laughed, children played, and life pulsed through the celluloid. Emily's heart ached for vibrancy that once thrived within these walls, now consumed by a haunting stillness. As the images continued to play, a figure materialized in the front row, its face obscured by shadows. Slowly, the figure turned, revealing hollow eyes that bore into Emily's soul. The whispers crescendoed into a cacophony of anguished cries and unintelligible pleas. She stumbled back, her flashlight falling from trembling fingers. In her mind's eye, she saw the mall as it was, teeming with life, before a catastrophic incident swallowed it whole, leaving behind a realm suspended between the living and the dead. The figure in the cinema stood as a sentinel of this twisted reality, a keeper of the forgotten. The whispers of the forgotten mall lingered in her mind, a reminder of the boundary between the realms of the living and the dead, a boundary she had ventured close to, but barely managed to escape.